can you separate the popular mythology around the Shane Douglas throwing the belt down, Dennis Carluzzo, that whole deal there, and christening the ECW belt, and your famous promo that I really enjoyed and still to this day think is understated brilliance when you talk about folding Eastern Championship Wrestling and christening the new ECW. Can you talk about what was
Sure.
the actual plan there and
Sure.
what sort of
Dennis and I started out when I first came into the business. He and Joel Goodhart, who had preceded me in Philadelphia, were like butting at their enemies. I came and started my company, and I contacted him. I said, "Look, you don't have to be like Goodhart you were. Let's have an understanding. You're in New Jersey. You're South Jersey. I'm Philadelphia. They're close areas, but let's keep it that way. Run shows in Jersey. I won't. Don't run shows in Philadelphia. I will. Any talent you use, that's your talent. Talent I use, that's my talent. Let's make them two complete separate entities, so there's no reason to have any ill feelings, blah, 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 blah." Up to the point where when he did a show at the Philadelphia airport, that one night he called me up and said, "Listen, there's a big convention in South Philly. They want to do a show that night, but we have this understanding. Can I cut you into the show and bring you in and so it's one time only?" And I went along with it, and we got along at that point. He paid me a nice payday to come into my territory. The famous Kerry Von Erich story happens, but that's in the book too. So it is fine. But what happened was, once we got TV, and we started to get bigger, jealousy sets in. He was obsessed with bringing us down now. I've said this every interview I've ever done. If he had put 20% of the energy he put into trying to bring us down into his own company, he might have had a business. But all he cared about was bringing down ECW. Sending tapes to buildings we were going to work in future weeks or months, saying, "This is what you're going to get." Oh, what? Wait. And, trying to call the fire commissioner to come count the heads in our building. And the grace and dignity of them all. Middle of an arena show, I get a call. Mark Shapiro, head of security, "I need you to come outside." Middle of a show, "Please come outside." I come outside. He's got Dennis and his buddy Gino Moore by the back of the shirts. They were on the ground in the parking lot, unscrewing the valves on the tires of the fans. Are you kidding me? Here's what do you want me to do? You want me to arrest them, or that's against the law what they're doing here? And Dennis is like, I said, "No, man, just get him the fuck out of here." I said, "Dude, couldn't you afford to take one of your $20 wrestlers and have him do that? You had to come out here yourself. You fat ass needed to get down there and try to unscrew. Really? Get him out of here." He goes, "Hey, thanks, man. Fuck, he left." Got ahead to the NWA time. I had a contact from Jim through Paulie, who was still planning to go with Jim Crockett. "Crockett would like to meet with you." "Wait, Jim Crockett? The guy's got the big TBS, that guy?" "Okay. So far, I've only got his eyes maybe Gary Juster." "Really? Jim Crockett wants to meet with me? What the fuck?" "Okay." Crockett says, "Look, there's only 5 or 6 members of the NWA, of which you're one." And that was Eddie Gilbert's idea, by the way, to get me to put that up in NWA Eastern. He said, "It's dead, but at least it means a little bit more than just Eastern. It gives you a little more cachet, a little more oomph." He goes, "You're the guy with TV. How about we do an NWA tournament where you can have a champion, and you can keep him. You don't have to make the run of like the old NWA guys from territory to territory. But maybe I'll start the tag team tournament down I'm starting up again in Texas. So obviously WWN's done. But that way, with something. Because right now there's nothing. NWA means nothing." I said, "I agree." He said, "Would you do that?" Now, a guy like Jim Crockett, and you're just a young to the business as I was, approaches you for anything, you assume he's coming there representing the entire NWA, all 5 people. But still, that's what you assume. I go, yeah, we'll do it. And pulling it together, let's make it special. We got to not just use our guys. So we brought in, Dean Malenko from Florida, and Chris Benoit for the first time, and Scorpio for the first. We try to bring people in that we're not just Eastern Championship Wrestling guys. Next thing you know, there he is again, spouting off to all the sheets. I didn't approve this tournament. It's not going to happen. I got all the NWA. I'm like, dude, like, I didn't go to you to ask to do a tournament. Crockett came to me. Why are you have to, like, shoot your... Because you got to come through me to get that. Now, for all you've done to fuck with me, and I didn't arrest you that night, now you're going to go out there and, like, put a little stake on this tournament? Where we've been promoting, like, it's a big deal. It's like worldwide, like, people from all over the world coming in. I mean, that was it. And I've only used a small sampling of the things he had done to deserve what came after this. That was it. So we decided, after much talking back and forth, to do the tournament. And we got Dennis say, okay, we're gonna have you there. You're gonna be on TV. You and me, Dennis, our touch ringside. Like, okay, we're gonna make the peace finally. He's like, I'm gonna be on TV. Yeah, you're gonna be on TV. Anyway, the history shows Shane won the tournament, throws the belt down and does the speech. I'm sitting at ringside in a tuxedo next to Dennis, and he's going, hey, man, he's pissing on the belt. I went, nah, no, he isn't. He goes, yeah, he's pissing on the belt, man. I said, it's probably an angle or something. Don't worry about it. Show's over. We go to the back. He goes, what the fuck was the double? No, listen, Dennis, do a promo for television. Television? That's what I'm saying is television. Television? Yeah, we're going to put you on TV, man. And you're going to say, Shane Douglas, he can't throw that belt down. We'll throw goddamn Eastern Championship out of the NWA. It was like, he just like hit a hook, line, and sinker kind of thing. He cut his promo saying, if he doesn't defend the belt, then he'll be stripped of the NWA title. Well, he had already pretty much thrown down the NWA title. He said, we'll sanction all Eastern Championship. We'll sanction you guys where you can't have anything, blah, 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 blah. He leaves. I go, I will see you. You'll be on TV Tuesday, Saturday night. He leaves the building, and I cut that promo. I say, yeah, we quit the fucking NWA, dude. Like, we're Extreme Championship Wrestling now. Like, we don't need the NWA. She was right. It's a dead organization. And that was our big splash. We wanted a splash to take us from being that Eastern to a national company. How do you do that? We needed something big. And he just gave it to us. We had no idea. We told for months how to get there. We had no thought how to do it yet. Until he opened his goddamn mouth and screaming how he's going to put us down and make us not have... Sorry, I think he just gave us a goddamn angle. He just didn't know it. And that's how we became Extreme. That's how he was, done.
That's tremendous. That background information seems to be left out of the discourse. I know, speaking of the Forever Hardcore DVD, that event is very much debated back and forth about, was it right to do a double cross, et cetera, et cetera. But all that supporting information about Mr. Carluzzo doesn't seem to be accounted.
That was the tip of the iceberg. Trust me. I remember driving to a show with Cactus Jack in my car and telling him the next, 2 weeks away, the show was canceled because Dennis had sent them a tape. He made me pull the car over to a payphone. There were payphones back then. So to a payphone. From a payphone, he used his own dime, which for Mick Foley, means a lot if you know him, to call Dennis Carluzzo and started berating him and cursing at him. Like, I never heard Mick Foley talk like that. I mean, he ripped over, you're taking food off my table, you motherfucker. Like, seriously, how dare you do that to me? It wasn't about you. I was just trying to, get that Paulie and Todd. He goes, you affected me. So, like, all he did was bring heat on himself. So the stories I told was, again, the tires, was the tip of the iceberg. He did so much on an everyday basis. Again, 20% of that in your own company, maybe a bigger company.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to